Welcome to 3D Experience Wars 2023.
Hello everybody, my name is Madeline Pryor, content specialist from 3Dnatives, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm here today in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee for 3DEXPERIENCE World 2023. This is the first time the event has been held in person for the last 3 years, so people are really excited to be here and meeting once again, and we are actually going to have the opportunity to go meet some of the users of these technologies and understand more about how they are helping to change the way we design and manufacture. So now we're at our first project for the day, which might not look it, but actually not only use 3D design, but is also 3D printed. Hi, thank you for being with us today.
Hi, my name is Dave Ferreira, and this is Rex. And we built him for the Star Wars live show for Anaheim, celebration there for Star Wars. And he's solely designed specifically for STEM.
Well, my next question is actually as well, what was the importance of using design in creating Rex, as well as how did it help with the 3D printing process later on?
Well, it's very important because when you're going for accuracy of a specific character that has been designed by, the IP such as Disney, we want to try to emulate it almost exactly. So we go through the research and development, and then we design that within SolidWorks, which he was designed in. And that way we can actually make an animatronic machine to portray the character.
It's really exciting and it's really amazing. Actually, could you tell us a little bit more about the 3D technologies that we used as well?
Sure. We used all types of mediums, from FDM to resin to SLS printing and DMLS. So we had some metal parts printed, which was fantastic.
Do you think I can say a couple of words to him?
Absolutely.
Hi, Rex. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you as well.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a pilot droid, and I got 3 arms, and I got wheels. I'm just so many things.
Well, what do you think about 3D software design? Is it important for you?
It's 100% important.
Well, it was so nice to meet you today, Rex.
It was very nice to meet you as well.
For this next project, technically it wasn't 3D printed, but there was a little bit integrated, and it was so cool that we really wanted to share it with you. Thank you so much for being with us today. Could you just introduce yourself and your company and your project?
Yeah, my name is Jonathan Tippett. I'm the founder and CEO of Exosapien Technologies, and this right here is our flagship prototype mech suit.
Could you tell us a bit more about, how it works, what it does?
Yeah, so it's an all-electric exoskeleton, essentially. It's an exoskeletally controlled mech suit. So the pilot gets inside and controls every movement of the machine limb for limb. It has no automation, no AI, no balancing. The whole machine was really created for the purpose of creating a new experience for the pilot.
Well, could you actually tell us a little bit more about the importance of design and how design really played a role in creating this?
Oh yeah, I mean, this machine existed in the imaginary space of CAD for decades before we cut any metal. We really couldn't have done this without the whole design process that led into it. I mean, when I first started designing it, even before CAD, it started to take the shape of a gorilla. Because it was this sort of 4-legged walking machine. And then I had a conversation with a design mentor of mine, and they're like, well, why a gorilla? And I was like, it's got nothing to do with gorillas. It just looks like one. And she said, no. Skip the gorilla. And as soon as I got out of that sort of design trap and started designing from an engineering first principles perspective, it suddenly took on the form that it ended up evolving into.
And it looks amazing. Well, just one final question, because you mentioned you use a little bit of 3D printing, but could you tell us a little bit more about how you use it?
Yeah, actually, there is a very important 3D printed part on there. It's the pilot controls. So there's 2 triggers that activate the pumps and 1 that activates the controls, and the 2 thumb triggers move these giant bumper bars. And we printed them with carbon fiber nylon blend. And that's tricky. The ergonomics of finger controls is tricky, and it would have been a real pain to make it any other way.
Well, there you have it. Well, thank you once again so much for being with us. It's an amazing project.
My pleasure. Thanks for your interest.
So for this project, it's a little bit different, a little bit smaller, but we found it really exciting all the same because we're talking about 3D printing being mixed with guitars. Thank you so much for being with us today. Could you just introduce yourself as well as this cool project you have?
My name is Simeon Gutzman. I'm here representing Liquid Sound Technologies. And what we do, just to sum it up, we make guitar enhancing products. And so one of our products, being I guess the most popular of them, are our bridge pin bolts. So rather than placing your strings in and having to go through the mess of like changing out your guitar strings, we've made it to where the pins don't leave the bridge of the guitar. And you can just restring your strings if they break, if they snap, whatever, just in seconds rather than minutes or even hours for those.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of guitar players who are very thankful for your products. And you actually use 3D printing. Could you tell us a bit more about what you use and how you use it?
We use the Nexa Zip printer. It's a little desktop printer, and what we've done is we've utilized that to start manufacturing more of our products and more of our designs, and it's made production time and cost decrease by 90%. 90.
Well, that's excellent. Well, thank you so much for showing this to us, and well, have a great rest of your day.